What's up, guys? Jonathan Shane here, the Keto Road. Happy Saturday. I hope y'all are having a great weekend. I just wanted to take a second and make this video. As you can see, you didn't see the Keto Road intro. Got a new phone, had to reset it. There was a bunch of bugs on it, so I'm going to have to make a new one of those. But I didn't want that to stop me. I didn't want to make that as an excuse to not upload something, to kind of give y'all an update of what's going on and just, where I'm at. So, as the title suggests, I found out that my show got pushed back. So it was on the 11th of August, and now it's on the 25th of August. So two whole weeks. And from a practical standpoint, you look at that and and you go, okay, well, it's only 2 weeks. It's not that big of a deal, and I think that it's a lot harder than I thought it was gonna be to accept that. Mentally, it's a huge battle. I've been prepping for approximately, let's see, for 9 weeks now. I've been prepping for this for 9 weeks, and now I find out it's going to be an extra 2, and so I was almost at the midway point, if you will. I thought I was going into week 16, 15, which is like you really start to dial down, you really start to look shredded, you're really starting to get into the rhythm of the extra cardio and stuff, and I was looking forward to that. And then I find out that it's not going to happen, that I'm 2 weeks before that now, and it really can affect you. What's going on? Will I be ready? Will I lose too much muscle now? Will I be able to do it? Can I handle another 14 days of being really strict? And so all that's going through my head right now, and I'm juggling it and trying to process it and chew on it. And it's funny because there's a guy that I follow on YouTube as well. His name is Goody Beats, a great guy. Subscribe, follow him, and he's really good about positive vibes and encouraging, and I love that. But that's not really my approach, and I want to be raw with y'all. If someone's gonna come and watch my video, I want them to see that I'm not ashamed. I'm not afraid to express how I feel, as a man or as a human. It doesn't bother me. And so I want to be as real with you as possible. And right now, I'm not in a good mood. I'm not. I'm stressed out. Juggling the full-time job and juggling the full-time ministry. I don't know if y'all know, I'm an associate pastor for a church, so struggling with that, and then juggling, prepping for a show and making your macros are on point, making sure you gotta hit the gym, you've gotta make sure that you're practicing your posing no matter who's staring at you and thinking you look weird or conceited or cocky, which for me, as a pastor, is a big deal. It bothers me mentally and emotionally, but I have to push past it, which has been a huge growth for me, because I've really learned to I'm learning. I haven't got there yet. I shouldn't say I've learned. I'm learning to put other people's thoughts on the side. If somebody comes up to me that's truly concerned, that knows my biblical walk, that knows me personally, and they say, hey, I'm worried, and we can have a discussion, and I can, express to them, and we can kind of discuss it. But when I can just feel like I don't want to say the judgment, but definitely the analyzing of who I am and trying to figure me out based upon what I'm doing in the moment. I'm really having to learn to not let that define who I am, which is extremely difficult for me, because I'm, as a pastor, you're looked at from all angles, and so you have to take everything that you do into consideration as what it's reflecting. And so I'm really sensitive to how I'm perceived by others because of that. And so it's a huge struggle. It's a huge struggle. And so there's just so much going on, And then I find out last week that I'm I'm not 15 weeks out anymore. I'm 17 weeks out, and I'm just like, and I guess I look decent. And I found things I really like about my body. I love my chest. My chest, you can't see it from this angle, but for a physique competitor, my chest is very well defined. But I found things I don't like. My arms are not big. I mean, they're not. They're decent, and I feel like I have time to develop them, but they're not like these gargantuan 20-inch cannons. And that's a big thing, because the bigger your shoulders and arms are and the wider your lats are, the more narrow your waist is perceived. And so it's really important with this kind of competition. And so I'm really juggling that. And so there's just a lot going on, but as a Christian, personally, and I think this is true no matter what religion you are, that through fire we are refined, just like metal, just like any other kind of substance. When you pull it through fire, it changes, it turns into something else. I think for any human, trial molds you and grows you. For me as a Christian in particular, it's made very apparent in my faith that God deliberately puts us through tough times to pull us out on the other side sharper, shinier, more polished, just like a blacksmith would take a sword, pull it through the fire, shape it, mold it, because it's only in the fire that it's truly bendable, right? And when it's cold and stationary, you can't really do much with it, and it actually gets weaker. But if you pull it through the fire, even in that moment, it's bendable. If you have somebody that knows what they're doing, if you have a master or a teacher or a leader that knows how to shape that sword, man, they can do wonders with it while it's hot. And put it back in the water, pull it out, and it's stronger, it's sharper, it's more dependable, it's more durable. And so, all in all, even though I'm struggling with all this mentally and emotionally, spiritually, I'm at peace, because I know that on the other side of this, when this competition is over, I'm not quitting. No, I can't. Too stubborn. But I know on the other side of this, when I look back in September this year, and I look back at everything that's gone, everything that's happened, everything that was going on at the time with the show and the emotions and just everything, and I'm gonna be a different person, and that I look forward to more than anything. There's two things I really look forward to for this: getting on that stage and really giving God all the glory for getting me on that stage. I'm stoked about that. And the second part is seeing who God turns me into at the end. Yeah, that makes me happy. It's an exciting thought, and so, yeah, and that's it, guys. I just kind of want to take a second and express where how I'm feeling and my frustrations and stuff. So yeah, y'all have a great weekend, and I promise I'm going to work on getting a camera. I'm going to work on making a new intro to my videos. I'm trying to give y'all more of a better quality. I know that, everybody starts off like this, and I'm fine with it. I don't mind recording off my phone, but I would like to give my viewers something a little bit more, more like eye-grasping, if you will, eye-catching, or whatever, something that really catches your attention. And so I'm going to work on that for you guys. But for now, I just wanted to make this video and just be transparent with y'all, so y'all could see how I feel. If y'all are going through something like this, where you're struggling with kind of battling you feel like God or whoever's put something on your heart, and you feel like other things are clashing with it, just know that going through a fire refines us, and it's a normal part of life, and that you can bet on the other side of that fire you're going to be a lot stronger. And so, alright guys, y'all have a great weekend.